Hey guys, how's everybody doing today? Happy Saturday to y'all. I just watched the combine today. I watched the wide receivers and I watched the quarterbacks. And I'm going to talk about the quarterbacks, going to talk about the wide receivers that I liked. First of all, Paris Campbell had a really good time today for a wide receiver. He was catching the ball really well. Hakeem Butler is still a guy I really would like in the second round for a team. I think that he has a lot of upside. Really good kid. A.J. Brown is going to be a really good receiver at the NFL level. Definitely a confident kid. He's not for everybody. But A.J. Brown is he has that dog mentality. I think he's going to be a very good player, though, at the NFL level. He's definitely going to command a lot of attention. He's very, very confident, and that might rub some teams the wrong way. But I think he's going to be a very good receiver. I've been a fan of his at Ole Miss for a while now. The other receivers that I thought were good, trying to think of other guys like Harry. I think he had some good catches on the day. But the Metcalf workout I'm going to watch later today. Now, from a quarterback's perspective, we had Drew Lock and Dwayne Haskins. I'll start with Drew Lock. I thought Drew Lock would have a very good day today. I'm a big Lock fan. He was very underwhelming today. First thing you notice about Drew Lock and his performance, he has a very strange delivery. It's much lower than I ever anticipated because I never got to see the type of tape and the camera angles. He throws it literally from shoulder length, and he's not blessed with height either. Drew Lock today, even his deep balls weren't that great. The corner route, he just was flat out very bad. I mean, he didn't put any air on the ball. He was very tentative today, and he was nervous. Very shaky, bad performance from Drew Lock. The release was just, it's very hard to get over that. He didn't look confident. He didn't carry himself a great composure. Even when it was time for a quarterback to come up and take the rep, Daniel Jones stepped up and Drew Lock kind of faded to the background. So the body language wasn't even that good from Lock. The sidearm deliveries, he didn't put any arc on the throws whatsoever. Ran a decent time, had a couple of good throws on like these 5-yard hitch routes, but on the field tape is definitely better than what I thought he showed today in the combine. Now let's get to Dwayne Haskins. Throwing the football, I think Dwayne Haskins was the best quarterback there, throwing the ball. Him and Daniel Jones were very, very good. Finley actually had a decent workout as well. Now, Dwayne Haskins, very slow athlete. And the problem I see with Haskins is that he just is very slow on the drop. He's very slow getting ready to throw the ball. But there's a lot of velocity. It was a pretty good workout from Haskins. He definitely threw with great arc. Definitely beat Lock out in terms of the way that he threw the ball, but very, very slow. I can envision him getting sacked a lot at the next level, a lot of sack and fumbles. I'm not a Haskins fan. What other athletes in the NFL are as unathletic as Dwayne Haskins? Even Eli Manning is much thinner than Dwayne Haskins. Dwayne Haskins is a big guy. I mean, the only guy you can point to is Ben Roethlisberger. That's that type of athlete. I mean, even Jared Goff is a much thinner quarterback. These are all better athletes than I think Dwayne Haskins. When you look at the NFL starting quarterbacks, you have Dalton, you have Alex Smith. Everybody has more mobility. Matt Ryan. Dwayne Haskins is just very slow on the drops. Threw the ball pretty well. Just really, the corner routes were excellent. You know, the arc he puts on the ball. He has God-given abilities to throw the ball. So Dwayne Haskins definitely helped himself. He definitely became a first rounder. Drew Lock, bottom of the first round, maybe mid-first round, unless he probably kills the interviews because he's such a good kid. I love Drew Lock. And the way that he throws the ball, he really just slings it from a sidearm platform. It's a very weird delivery. It's the weirdest delivery. It makes Josh Allen's delivery seem very normal. It makes Deshaun Watson's delivery seem normal. I didn't like the workout. I thought Trubisky actually had a much better workout. Deshaun Watson, that class is just a better quarterback class. Then you have Nick Fitzgerald, who is, who could he be a Taysom Hill at the next level? Could somebody take him? You have McSorley, who's just a really small kid. Will Greer's just a guy, 5th rounder. Ryan Finley, just a backup quarterback, very slow like a Haskins. Now, maybe Stidham will put on a show later today because I love the way that Stidham plays the game. I love the way he throws the ball. He has God-given abilities to throw. The problem with Jarrett is that he just doesn't play fast. On film, he's worse. In workouts, he's better. Dwayne Haskins, I would say that on the film, he was better because you're watching him in the pocket, but today he's just slow, like getting back to throw. But he had a good workout, threw the ball really well. Drew Lock today, very shaky performance. And then you see Kyler Murray in the corner. Kyler's such a villain. I totally understand people that hate Kyler Murray. I do. Like, you're either a Kyler guy or you're not. Like, he has that sheepish grin in the corner, him listening to his headphones, acting like he's too cool for this combine, very cocky. He's a little bit like McGregor. He's polarizing as hell. You're either with Kyler or you're against him. That's what makes him absolutely hilarious. He's kind of like the villain, and I don't know. I like Murray. I just think that he's an acquired taste for sure, like personality-wise, but he's just he's super funny to me. I mean, how he was just not even participating in these drills. And you're going to have your biases. I think Kyler's like too cool for school kind of personality, but I think he is a good leader, and I just think he would have tore it up throwing the ball. I love his talent. I think he actually is a very good leader. I think he's just a quiet, like kind of odd character. But I think he's going to work at this level. I really do, guys. I think that Kyler is going to work, and he's kind of going to be our quarterback for the New York Giants, I think, because Drew Lock was very shaky today. Now, Daniel Jones really helped himself. I thought Jonesy threw the ball really well. He's looking more like a second round. He's looking more like a late of the first round quarterback. The guy probably crushes it in interviews. He looks good. I think the Giants can really think about taking him later in the first round. Everybody has Haskins to the Giants. I think it would be a huge mistake. I don't see Haskins having a great career at all. I think Kyler's going to have a much better career. I even think Drew Lock, because when you watch the tape, Drew Lock is still really good. Today at the Combine, though, that was just, it was a really bad performance. Now, I know that Drew Lock didn't have the towels, but I expected a lot more. I wanted that deep ball to be uncorked. And last year, I was going absolutely nuts over Josh Allen. I was smiling ear to ear. I was jumping around the house. Josh Allen's workout last year was the greatest workout probably I've ever seen in my life. And I'm just so happy that, he had a pretty good end to the season, and I want to see Josh ball out. Baker Mayfield, dog mentality, very athletic kid, an alpha, you could just tell. And those in routes were automatic for Baker Mayfield last year, automatic. Josh Rosen, very good workout as well. Ball came out of his hand. He had an excellent workout. When you look at the quarterbacks, I think that Josh Rosen, just a talent evaluator in a vacuum, excluding personality, he would probably be the first guy taken or right up there with Kyler Murray. A lot of people would take Sam Darnold over Dwayne Haskins. And the mobility is a huge factor when you look at Dwayne Haskins, but the way he threw the ball was a lot better than Drew Lock. And that's the thing. You guys know I'm a Lock fan. You guys know I'm a Drew Lock guy. But I'm able to trying to tell it how I saw it today, and he was very shaky in what I saw today. I'm definitely willing to wait for Kyler Murray's pro day. Drew Lock is a very, very risky. You're going to have to do tons and tons of homework. And Dwayne Haskins is too big, I think, to play the quarterback position. You only have Big Ben. That's the only real quarterback that is left at that size. Like Trevor Lawrence, Tua, they're very mobile. They're able to slide up in the pocket. They're able to be very, very deceptive. And if you get Dwayne Haskins is a huge, huge guy. And he's going to have to be protected very well by an offensive line. But yeah, the ball came out well. He threw it very, very well. I mean, I think it was clear that he had great arc on the ball. He tore it up. He threw the ball well. And Daniel Jones threw it decently. Jones outperformed Lock. Lock was late on everything, very conservative. The thing I wanted to see, I'll even take an incompletion in that drill, but I want to see the ball thrown early, high to a spot. You know, that's what I wanted to see, like especially on that corner route. I was really looking at that. The deep ball, Drew Lock underthrew a deep ball, threw one way too flat. He didn't put any air on it. Daniel Jones, not the biggest arm, so he was pro-hopping into the deep ball. Dwayne Haskins floated it a little bit, but at least he gave us a couple of good deep balls with tons of arm strength and tons of arc on the ball. So I think that somebody's going to fall in love with Dwayne Haskins, but I don't want the Giants to take him too slow. Personality questions to me about social media, the dog, Instagram, and everything. You know, everybody's going to be a different general manager when it comes to personalities. I could totally understand a person not liking Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray's personality is evasive, weirdness, him with his headphones in, acting like he's too cool for this bullshit. Kyler Murray today, man, he just came across like a complete diva out there, you know, in Indianapolis. He definitely did. But if you ride with Kyler, you ride with the villain. You ride with a Kobe mentality, with a Mamba mentality. And Kyler Murray, man, he's just one of those guys that's just a straight killer. And everybody's going to have different personalities. People are going to love Dwayne Haskins' personality, the fact he wants to play in New York. I can understand it. I can understand if you're a Lock personality. But that's where everybody's their own general manager. Everybody has their own personal opinions and the way that they see certain things. But that's how I saw the quarterbacks today. It was all right. We'll see how Stidham does. I hope that Stidham can tear it up, throw some really good deep balls, be very, very crisp. Will Grier, a little bit loopy. But that's my reaction today to the quarterbacks at this combine. So thank you all for watching. Take care.